It was, however, the Foster's Cup that heralded the rebirth of the Bulldogs. The boys from the West opened proceedings at AFL Park on February the 7th.
Well smothered. Close to the
With the struggle for survival behind them, the Bulldogs began their 1990 campaign in front of almost 20,000 fans at Waverley. Inaccurate kicking early cost Footscray dearly, and it wasn't until the last quarter they were able to stamp their authority on the game. Campbell finished with 4 goals, and skipper Doug Hawkins was inspirational in his side's 21-point win.
Hand pass goes towards Kellett, back to Hawkins. Hawkins goes for goal, and that is class.
With the Bears out of the competition, the best of the first-round losers, the West Coast Eagles, got another chance. This time, they came up against North Melbourne. Like Footscray, the Eagles' kicking for goal was miserable. They managed just 11 behinds in the first half. The young Kangaroos, under new coach Wayne Schimmelbusch, took advantage of the Eagles' errors and won a thriller by 2 points.
50 to standing start this time, and he's drilled another one.
The city of Canberra hosted the Swans Hawthorn clash. For the first time, Australian rules infiltrated rugby league lines and played at the Bruce Stadium. The visit to the national capital was not a happy one for the Hawks. They lost dynamic rover John Platten with strained medial ligaments, and they also lost the game by 10 points. The Swans appeared to have overcome problems up forward.
Oh, another one! Oh, this kid can play.
Bernard Toohey finished the match with 5, as did November draft pick Shane Fell. The standout game of the Foster's Cup was the quarter-final match between Essendon and Fitzroy. Fitzroy dominated the first half, but the Bombers fought back, and with just 6 seconds left on the clock, Paul Salmon marked 25 metres out.
Duckworth's kick a short to Essendon. Mark Salmon! The last kick of the match from Salmon, and he could level the scores. So Paul Salmon, who's only 15 metres from goal on a very slight angle, can level the scores. Salmon goes bang, and he's levelled the scores.
Last year, they would have played on until the next score decided it. But a rule change over the summer provided for 2 5-minute extra periods. But which way to go? For Essendon, Simon Madden took charge. They decided to change ends. Wrong. During the confusion, Kevin Sheedy ran onto the ground. Wrong again. Coaches not allowed. But that didn't deter Fitzroy's Rod Austin either.
No one knew the rules. We knew we had to play 5 minutes, but it was 5 minutes each end. We just sort of regrouped and got together and said, come on, let's work hard.
When the confusion died down, the only score in extra time decided the game. Simon Madden was paid the mark.
He'll mark it. Yes, Simon Madden. No, he's dropped it. Oh, and the umpire has awarded the mark. Drop punt kick. Looks pretty good. It's a goal to Essendon. They've hit the front.
The resultant kick and goal gave the Bombers a 6-point lead, and that was the final winning margin. In a history-making series, it was the closest shave yet for the Bombers as they advanced to the grand final. In the final, they met North Melbourne in front of nearly 49,000 fans, and it was the Bombers who jumped away early. Wingman Greg Anderson continued his night series form with another polished performance.
It's floating back. It's a magnificent goal to Anderson.
But it was skipper Tim Watson who lifted his side in the third quarter to take the Bombers to a 37-point lead. Try as they may, North was unable to close the gap, and the final winning margin was 36 points.
Essendon has won the 1990 Foster's Cup Grand Final.
It was rugged. It had a lot of qualities that a grand final's all about. It was a fast game, it was a hard game, and towards the end of the game, and at the end, you really know you've been in a grand final. And all credit goes to the team. They really put up a great show.
To the winners, Essendon, $95,000. And now their sights were set on the home and away competition and another flag.
We got an idea just what an exciting season it would be from the opening round. Sydney journeyed to Princes Park to meet Carlton, a team they hadn't beaten at that ground since 1965. And at half-time in this particular